If you love what we're doing on the Church Sound Podcast, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Review us on Apple Podcasts or whatever platform you listen on. Check out our YouTube channel. And if you want more information, go to our website, www.churchsoundpodcast.com. See you in the Matrix. Welcome to the Church Sound Podcast, where kingdom culture, real life, and technology intersect. I'm your host, Prentiss Thompson, along with the pastor, Caleb Windley. We're here to help you get through Sunday. Did you hear the pastor? What about your live streams, social media? We provide solid solutions for all of your multimedia needs. Let's learn something today. Let's go. Yes.
Yeah.
And I say yes again. Yes.
That's right.
Welcome to another edition of the Church Sound Podcast. I'm your humble host, Mr. Prentiss Thompson, along with the pastor.
The pastor, Caleb Windley, guys. How y'all doing today? Let's get it.
Yes. This is one of those super special. I mean, I always kind of say special, but today is superlative. Just extraordinary.
Extraordinary?
Extraordinary.
That's a good word.
Extraordinary. That's my middle school word. Extraordinary. Today is if you're listening to this podcast on today, you should know in the next few days it's going to be Christmas. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
It's going to be Christmas. Yep. So, Merry Christmas to all of you.
That's for sure.
And this is our first holiday show.
It is.
Those of you who are watching on YouTube, and those of you, if you're listening, you should go and watch. But I got Rudolph with me today.
He sure does.
No red nose.
No red nose.
But he is a reindeer.
No skin either, but it's all good.
Yeah, he's a red-nosed reindeer. And if you ever saw him, he would say it glows. And all of the other reindeers. No, I'm not going to go into the whole song. But
you should know it.
You should know it.
Yeah.
Today's topic is apropos with the times and the season. It's called, this is show number 30.
Yeah.
Show number 30. Show number 30. Today's show is called Have a Safe Christmas. Yeah. Now we all know in this days and times, when people leave you now, or people, when their parting greeting is now, stay safe.
Yeah.
And it has to do with the days and times that we're in. I'm pretty sure we've all heard it. Stay safe, be safe, continue to be safe.
Yeah.
So in this COVID time, we want to kind of talk about the second wave and what has the church learned and what should we learn moving forward. This is the Christmas season, so Thanksgiving happened.
Yep.
Had an uptick.
Exactly. Had a spike.
Had a spike,
bro. Yep.
And Christmas is about to happen.
Yeah.
And so we want to say to you, have a safe Christmas.
Yeah. Be responsible.
Be responsible. Don't look at it as just kind of one-sided. And I know you don't know this, but for a long time, those of you who deal with depression and anything along those lines, my father died Christmas Day.
Wow.
After handing me my gifts.
Wow.
So imagine, I'm a 6-year-old kid. My dad comes in from work. He plays with me as he usually does and throws me around, do what dads do with their little sons. He goes to lay down, has a heart attack, and he's gone. Christmas Day. It took me a long time to celebrate Christmas. So I can now celebrate it. it. And what really got me through it as a kid what's this one thing I'm going to share with you? So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to severely date myself on this one. Severely date myself. Like, no one knows, but I'm going to severely date myself. Severely date myself.
Oh, boy.
So this is my all-time favorite Christmas album.
Wow. Wow. Tito, stop teasing. Wow. That's what's up.
Those of you who love Christmas music, you gotta have the Jackson 5 Christmas album. Yes. Mike, Tito, Marlon, Jackie.
All of that.
Jermaine.
Wow, this is sick.
Yeah.
Daddy Young.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Okay, class, it's time. Time for Sunday school.
I don't want
You
to
gonna
go.
go. Get me your hand.
Go.
Come on, stop.
The pastor, Caleb
Pastor.
Windley.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm excited to talk about this point. This is, we didn't even do the thing that we normally do. I normally have 3 points that I want my brother to pick from, but I got two. And I
can pick from either one of
and
those two.
you can pick from either one of these two.
Ooh.
And yeah. So
me and the reindeer. Come on, Rudolph.
Come on,
Rudolph. Me and the reindeer. Come on, Rudolph.
All right. So the 2 points that we're going to talk about, or whichever one you pick, I got 2 deaths and a resurrection. 2 deaths and a resurrection.
All right. So he said 2 deaths and a resurrection.
2 deaths and a resurrection.
Okay,
and then
a resurrection. Okay.
and then I got socially media inept. Socially media.
You say that too in your language. Somebody didn't know what they was doing, so they inept.
Yeah. Inept. Absolutely.
Right, so Rudolph, which one do you want to go with? Just saying in my ear. Really?
You're burning, man.
You really want to do that? Your nose is kind of bright. All right, so we're going to go with socially inept.
Okay.
For 300.
Okay. For 300. All right. So it's funny. This is a live time example of we can be, as people, being on a road. We say that we want to do some great things for the Lord, but we fail to do the first works, And I had a conversation with a young man. I've kind of been helping him through some works, trying to get some things. And since I've known this individual, it's funny. There's a running joke that my wife was saying to me one time. She said, honey, sometimes you should be You got to be careful when you find those men that are like 40, 50, 60 still trying to be a rapper. And so, and so this brother, no names will be pulled, but this brother is absolutely falls into that category. And so I didn't really put it all to, think about it the way I like, until I'm looking and I'm saying, this brother wants to rap, he wants to spread the gospel, he wants to use his gifting. And then the brother got on the phone and said, I can't upload a picture to Facebook. I said, what? Yo.
Pray tell.
Yo. I can't upload.
Hold on. Well,
I'm serious, bro.
Do I know him?
You might.
I might know him.
You might know him. Yo, I'm telling you.
Right. And
then, but what made it worse, y'all gotta hear this. What made it worse was he got with his spouse, and neither one of them could figure out how to upload a picture to Facebook. I'm not talking about Instagram. Instagram can be complicated sometimes, depending on who you are. Depending on who you are, and I'd say Instagram is a little more complicated. If he said that to me, I said maybe it's you don't know what button to push. But on Facebook, it's real clear. And so, I'm pretty sure he might hear this broadcast, which is going to be just fine because he knows me. I tell him straight to his face, just like I'm telling you all right now. I love the brother, but I think that when we set out and we say we want to do things for God, we have to be able to not just be spiritually minded, but we also have to be able to deal with the natural things. And that's funny, like what we're talking about today. We're kind of going to touch on those natural things that we had, that I think COVID really kind of revealed to us that we really wasn't spending enough time in and able to make shifts and turns. And so when the brother called me up and said, yo, I need you to put something up on my Facebook page. I said, what? I said, you don't know how to
hold up. Rewind, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Rewind, bro. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs of all ages. If you don't know something, there's a thing that we in Caleb call YouTube University.
Exactly.
Nobody go to YouTube University? Because when I can't figure something out,
that's what I do.
That's
exactly what I do. And so, and here you have two people that, sometimes they said if one person can't screw on the light bulb, at least somebody can hold a chair while he does screw it in. But here you have two people who couldn't get the light bulb in the socket. And so then I get another phone.
Clicker. Here, click it.
Exactly.
Click it.
Exactly.
Something wrong with this computer. I don't know what's wrong with this computer. The Facebook ain't working. Okay.
But bro, the brother was real, and he was real innocent with it. I love that about him. He was very innocent. He said, man, we can't get it to work. I said, what? He said, so can you please I said, no, my brother, you have to learn. You can't say I want to go take the gospel to the nations, but you can't take the gospel to internet.
Rudolph. You hear this, Matt Rudolph? You can't believe I know how to use Facebook.
Social media inept. Just a lack of just dealing in the natural things of life, man. And I think that's a picture, and I pray that anybody that's listening, that you recognize that we can't. The Bible talks about you can't be so heavenly minded that you're no earthly good, because there's a whole congregation.
I felt that in my show. I felt that in my show.
Yeah, I know. I know.
2x4.
You're 2x4.
Hey.
You understand what I'm saying? We can't be like that, but unfortunately we are. And and I'm not going to share the other thing because he said something else to me, but I know that it'll really go ding, 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 ding. So I'm not going to do that. But let this be a lesson to y'all that you make it your business to really be socially aware, and not just socially aware, but be able to reach people in the places that they are, not just, I got to go track bomb and all this other stuff, but you should be able to just be able to put a picture up, something encouraging when it comes to dealing with individuals on social media. Amen?
Wow. There it is.
Yeah.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Come on, Rudolph. Let's clap it up. Woo!
Use your antlers, my brother.
Your antler. Come on, Rudolph. Come on, Rudolph.
Come on, Cletus.
Come on, Cletus. Whoa. So my question to you is, let's first of all, let's define what the second wave is. What a second wave.
Okay. Yeah.
The second wave is defined. This is the definition: a phenomenon of infections that can develop during a pandemic. The disease infects one group of people first. Infects appear to decrease, and then infections increase in a different part of the population, resulting in the second wave of infections.
Yeah.
And I think I have a good friend of mine childhood friend, and I was trying to call her for a while. Sometimes she don't pick up a phone. It was nothing out of the ordinary. But then I found out she was in the hospital since March.
Wow.
She just got out the hospital maybe 2 weeks ago. COVID.
Wow.
She was on a ventilator. God bless. She got out. But it's underlying things she has to go through. She had to learn how to walk, talk, all that stuff all over again. So, and I talked to someone from today. I talked to a gentleman from England.
Okay.
Today.
Okay.
And he told me, he says, "Yeah, I don't, how's it going in New York?" I said, "Well, it's kind of crazy, but it's, I'm used to crazy now."
Right.
And he said, "Well, I don't really take that COVID stuff too serious because, it's," and I was told him, I said, "Listen, I lost like 15 people."
Right.
He was like, "Really?"
Right.
I said, the reason why you don't take it serious because it hasn't affected you personally.
Exactly.
Me and you know people that have actually died.
Exactly. Yep.
We know people in our church that have died.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I asked this question, and God bless him, we know who he is, and God bless his wife. What do you think the church has learned from the first wave till now?
From the first wave till now. Well,
what do you think they should have learned? Let's put it like that. What do you think
they should have learned? Okay, that's good. That's good. What they should have learned, I think and you see this, I think what they should have learned is that not every single thing is going to be erased with just prayer and faith and belief. There's some natural things that we will go through as a people for whatever reason God has allowed this thing to take place. And my prayer is that moving forward, and unfortunately, I visit a couple of churches online, and I still see people not wearing masks, not socially distancing, knowing that since Thanksgiving, there's been a major spike. In other words, this pandemic is not through yet. It's not over yet. And so my thing is, I believe that I hope there has been an eye-opener where the church says, we got to take it serious. We got to be the forerunners. We got to be the ones that say, hey, this is important just as the gospel is to us. Because I think when people look on video, now, especially with all these churches supposedly streaming, and they're now looking and getting to see your congregation, not at all. Still today, there's one church in particular I know, they don't nobody wear masks. No, not even the pastor. Nobody social distancing, because they believe, the Bible tells us that we could pick up a serpent and it won't harm us, even if it bites us. We just toss it. Everybody becomes Paul. But nah, we got to take this thing serious. Because even Jesus had to heal lepers. He had to touch leprosy that was on somebody. He had to touch it. He had to go in. So I pray, my prayer is that they were able to recognize that it's going to take some real relational things to happen in the hearts of us. I also feel like the church should have, through this second wave, recognized our distance from the world.
What do you mean by that?
We were real. I feel like we were great telling people to come to church, but we were not great when it came time for us to go out to the world. When it was time for us to shift and go on social media, when it was time for us to reach the global community, we weren't ready. And not only weren't we ready, there were still things even today that still have not happened in the body of Christ to say, hey, we got to do better than this. We got to position ourselves. And I believe that there's still a mindset that, this online thing is temporary. We're going to go back to just filling in our buildings again and, everybody to their tent. No. This online thing ain't going nowhere. This is where we are. This is who we are right now.
Right.
And this is who we will be, So my prayer for them and for us as the body of Christ is that we would recognize that, it ain't over.
Right.
It ain't over. It ain't over until we assist and do our part as God is doing his part.
Right. The funny thing is that I had a conversation with a pastor, and we were just talking and just kind of shooting the breeze. Mm-hmm. And he brought up in the middle of the conversation, him and another minister, and he brought up in the middle of the conversation and basically said, well, the liquor stores are open and they want to close the churches. Mm. And I said to myself, the liquor store is not a place to congregate.
Exactly.
It's a place to purchase.
Right.
The church is a place to congregate.
Exactly.
You can't put the two in the same box.
Right.
Like you can't put the two in the same box. So I kind of looked at it. I was like, wow, why are we comparing different places that are open compared to the church being closed? Right. Because the church not closed because the church is inside of us.
Exactly. We're the church.
So I think that people need to understand who are most susceptible. I want to read this real quick.
Okay, do that. Definitely. Yeah.
So according to statistics based on the first wave, right? We know that people of color, we all know that Black and brown people and poor people.
Exactly.
Not all poor people are Black. There are more poor white people than enough. So I just want to clear that up.
Exactly.
So here are the underlying conditions that are most found with people who catch COVID. Okay. 89.3% had one or more underlying conditions. Most common were hypertension.
Wow.
49.7%. Chronic lung disease. 48.3%. Diabetes.
Wow.
34.6%. Cardiovascular disease. 27.8%.
Wow.
So when you think of that, and you fall into that category, if you're overweight, stressed out, you have cardiovascular disease. Part of it is can happen naturally, but other can happen just from you just not taking care of yourself.
Exactly.
You are you are more susceptible to catching it.
Than anybody else.
to anyone else. So if you're going to sit back and get all holy and thou
Yeah.
and think that you can't leave this planet, you may be going to glory, but
Exactly.
you know what I mean? So I look at it like this.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. There should be a mandate at every church that we should love each other enough to wear a mask.
Exactly.
Not mandatory that you wear a mask, but love each other enough to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Love each other enough to have hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
Love each other enough to stay 6 feet away, and if you do get close to say hi, have a mask on.
Exactly.
Because you love each other enough not to prove the power of God.
Right.
Not to prove that my God is a healer. Not to prove my God is a protector.
Mm-hmm.
That's a misnomer. We already know that as believers.
Exactly.
That's you already know that as a believer.
Yeah.
But why walk through the woods barefoot when the ground is full of tacks?
Exactly. Right.
The ground's full of tacks. You're barefoot. So you mean to tell me you're going to test? You're going to test God and say, well, nothing's going to go on my foot because the power of God is with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on.
Like, so why would you even put your other brothers and sisters in harm's way?
Yeah, bro.
In harm's way. So some churches totally get it.
Yeah. Yep, you're right.
Totally get it.
You're right.
They look at it as an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Others look at it as a hindrance.
Exactly. As
opposed to, if you look at it as a hindrance, basically all you're saying is what I can't do.
Exactly. Yep. And how they feel like some churches feel like putting these barriers to intimacy is limiting God. It's limiting my relationship with God. It's saying that God can't do or God won't do. No, none of that makes sense. Just like the brother that said to you, well, why are the liquor stores open and they want to close churches? Well, what you're doing is you're comparing wickedness or what you consider to be wickedness versus what you consider to be divine.
Mm-hmm.
None of that matters at this moment.
Right.
If we really love each other, like you said, we would do for one another, not just to get you to be a part of and hugging and loving one another. This is the opportunity for us to really show how real our relationship with God is and how real our relationship with our brother is.
You know what the funny thing is? I can speak for myself. I'm a guy who check on people.
Mm-hmm.
Ask, yo, what's up? You good? Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
I can count on one hand how many people call me.
Wow.
One hand.
Wow.
Those who knew what I was going through, physically.
Sure.
And during COVID.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's ministry.
Right.
Hey, brother, you okay?
Right.
Hey, I miss you. I got a text from a sister at the church. It's like, hey, I miss you.
Right. Right.
That means something.
It does.
That means something. But we have to learn to use this as an opportunity to get close to people. Text, phone call, email.
Yeah.
You need
we have
anything?
All the means. Yeah.
Do you need anything? Is there anything I can help you with?
Right.
How's your kids? All those things are so important. So using this time. So what I would say is What have the church learned? This is what I think. I think outreach has changed.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
But to some churches, outreach will not change. So
No.
in this day and
You're
age,
right.
what
You're
does
right.
outreach look like, Pastor?
I think outreach at this where we're at presently has to be more than me chasing after the ones I think need to hear it. It has to be, my message has to be so global and so relatable, because what I've heard in the past were more not necessarily traditional messages, but denominational messages. Because our denomination believe in this is what I'm going to preach about, as opposed to the world needs to hear this. So this is where I'm gonna get my information from. We're living with a people that are dying and hurting. I got to change my message, and I have not heard a lot of that. I'm still hearing those denominational, what we understand because we're in the confines of these four walls, as opposed to the message has to become global, where anybody, because your gate is open. You're not reaching just the 20 people in your building because they're the only people that are allowed in it. Nor are you still reaching the 30 or 300 that have joined your streaming. Because now you're streaming. You are reaching a generation of people who have never heard the gospel, and they are hearing it now because there's the floodgates are open all over the internet. Anytime they go on the internet, there's some level of word being released. So we have to be a whole lot more outreach minded. It's not about my neighborhood. And one thing I love, and please, if you guys get the opportunity, listen to Pastor Negron. His message was powerful, but it was one statement he made.
Episode 26. Definitely go back and listen to that.
Exactly. He began to talk about how he pastors not just the church, he pastors his community. And I think that's the mindset and the heart posture that we have to get and maintain, not even after COVID is over, not because COVID is here, because sometimes we'll do things because of the event.
Right.
As opposed to doing it because this is the lifestyle that Jesus this is what he told us to do. And I feel that our outreach has been for some of us, it's been resurrected. For others, it was never there. And now they're having to make the adjustments, not just in getting streaming going, but make the adjustments on the inside of them that I can't do what I used to do. This ain't the old boy game. It's not that anymore.
Right.
We got people that really they're really hurting. They really need answers. They don't need 3 poems, you know what I'm saying, and 5 songs, 2 fast songs and a slow joint. That's not what they need. They need reality. They need their lives to be changed. And that's what I got to begin to minister from. Yeah. That's what I feel.
So when we say have a safe Christmas, I want people to kind of walk away with kind of what I said earlier, where I said, love each other enough to be apart from the person that you love.
That's good.
Love each other enough
to
be apart, to be separated for this time. So when you come back together, they'll be there.
Exactly.
Because it's not promised. This is an airborne disease.
Yeah.
Airborne.
Yeah.
It's in the wind.
Yep.
It's on surfaces.
Yep.
You can't see it. You can't smell it.
Right.
You can't tell. But after Thanksgiving, there's such a huge spike in ICUs and infections. I mean, you stood online to get tested for 5 hours.
5 hours, bro.
We should tell you.
Yeah.
Thank God you weren't. But the fact that you had to stand online for 5 hours to find out.
Yeah.
To find out.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
man. Yeah, man.
have a safe Christmas.
Yeah.
Love each other enough to be apart.
Yeah.
And find a way to be together. I had a great surprise birthday gift. Those of you who follow my Facebook page, you've seen it.
Yeah.
But my wife orchestrated the biggest surprise, virtual surprise birthday party.
I hooked you up, bro.
I was so floored.
Wow.
I was so floored because at first I was depressed because I really wanted to have a big celebration.
Yeah.
And it's a milestone. I want to have a big celebration of all my loved ones. And as much as I wanted to, I love my family enough to know that we have to be apart because I love you. Not to protect myself, but because I love you enough to be apart from you. So I'm sitting in the crib. My wife's asking me, how, and I had to work at the top of that. So she said, how's your day going? I said, yeah, it was good. I said, I'm just thank God I'm here. I had a rough couple of years, God is good. I'm just doing all the pleasantries, just keeping myself up. And then she says, your brother-in-laws want to get on a Zoom call with you. I said, you really? I was like, okay. I guess they want to say happy birthday to me. Okay, cool. And I tell you, I saw so many people, so many parts of my life.
That's dope.
She's been planning it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had no idea. She would grab my phone, I'm like, why are you in my phone? I ain't got nothing to hide, but go ahead. Do you have this person's number?
Exactly.
You have this person's number? I'm looking for my girlfriend's number. All her numbers got deleted. I think she did that on purpose. All her numbers got deleted. I have her friends' numbers in my phone. So I'm sending her friends' numbers. You have Donetta's number. You have this person's number. You have that person's number. I'm like, yeah, take it. Oh, look at it. So I'll come to find out. But I think the blessing was my older sister was on the call. When you have an older sister and you're still their little brother, no matter how old you get.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They never really know a lot about you because they still look at you as your little brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she out the house. It's like she's 10 years older than me. So she was so floored by all the people.
Wow, that's awesome.
She didn't know I did any of the things I did.
Wow, my God. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
My mother-in-law, she was like, I had no idea.
Wow.
And to me, that was the blessing of being able to share all of that stuff without having to say it.
Sure, yeah.
When they say get your roses while you're here, man, that was a bouquet and a half. So
wow, bro.
Shouts out to my queen, man.
Yeah, she did it, man.
That was amazing. That was amazing. So I had a virtual surprise party.
Yeah, man.
And what I learned is we could be in the same room and not be in the same room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was completely heartfelt. You could feel it. I was crying. I was like, I can't believe all you jokers are here. I know you from this place. I know you from that place. Yep. I know you from doing this. I know you from doing that. Y'all don't know each other.
Exactly.
These 5 people don't know these 2 people. These 3 people know each other. These 2 people have no idea who's the white guy.
Exactly.
My brother-in-law was like, did he get the right code? Is he in the right? Is he in the right party?
Oh, man.
I said, no, that's my family, man. It's like, so,
yeah.
it was, dope. I had to send kudos to my bride, man. Like she came through, like man.
Yo, man, she did her thing, man. She did her thing. She called me.
That
I was like, oh, word. I was like, yeah. I knew, but I was like, what? But then she started asking me for something. I was like, I ain't got anybody. I was like, I ain't got anybody. Nope. And then she said, well, I got an idea. I think that's when she went and grabbed your phone up. Yeah, but yeah, man, that was dope, bro. And I was like, yo, look at all these people, man. It was awesome. That was incredible, bro.
That was.
And just the words and the affirmation, the sharing, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was really incredible. And people just spoke their heart, man. And it's funny because you really got to see that you've been a very pivotal person in the lives of individuals, not just a name or a personality, but you've walked with some people, and so they didn't come out because your wife called them. They came out because they know you, they love you, they respect you, and they really honestly wanted to be there. And that for me, man, that was dope. That was dope.
That was dope.
It was awesome, man.
She
did a great job, man.
Yes, she did. That she did. And the crib is crazy. We come see the crib. The crib is crazy. crib is crazy. It's like I feel like I'm living at IKEA. You know what I'm saying.
Oh man.
So we asked you this. What would you say to the pastor that is kind of leaning towards going back to normal? Like really, this person is on the fence. I want to open the doors up. I don't. What would you say to that person, that pastor?
Wow.
Right before Christmas, because they're listening to this right before Christmas.
Right.
Because this is around time of Christmas plays happen, remember?
Yeah.
All the things that we do normally.
Yeah.
What would you say to that person?
First and foremost, I would say don't do it. I think what we should have learned is that if we say God is in control as a pastor, let him do what he do. We don't have the right or the responsibility to say, I got to get people back in the building. No, you are endangering people when you do that. You have to allow God to lead you. If you are saying, I'm going to just go against the laws of the land, which he told us to honor, you are wrong. And I don't have a problem saying it. You are absolutely in the wrong. You are not hearing the way you need to hear. And so I think that it's very important that you just hear what we're saying. There are people's lives at stake here. It's not just because a vaccine came out, or what about this, and what about the liquor store or that. No. None of that matters. At the end of the day, those same people that we go after to get the offerings, we go after to do this, and we want to make sure that they show up, and we want to push the cards, and we want to do all the things, and we got this event coming up, and we got that coming up. If you can't show love now, then all of that was phony. All of that was to meet an end. Now, you have the greatest opportunity right now to show your love to the people that God has graced you with, by setting an atmosphere where they can really grow and know that they're not alone. Because you need to understand, I think as a pastor, sometimes we forget. We go home, to our own little shed, And we don't call anybody. We don't visit the poor and the sick. You need to be at home praying. You need to be at home seeking the face of God so that you can understand what they need right now. Somebody's struggling with depression. Somebody's struggling with fatigue. Somebody may have just came into contact. Somebody just got bad news. Somebody saw something on the television and it threw them off. You need to be interceding for these individuals every single day. It's not about a building. We are the church, and wherever we are, the body of Christ is there. And I think that's what needs to be said. That's what you need to understand, and that's what we have to gravitate and hold on to. I've got to protect the flock. It's only a hireling that puts the sheep in a position where they can be destroyed because they don't care. They just came for a paycheck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to send a big shout out to our essential workers in the church body.
Yeah.
Our essential workers.
Yeah.
Media teams.
Yeah.
Media teams.
Mm-hmm.
They are the church's essential workers.
Yeah. Yep.
Without whom there would be no way
the
word would go forth online.
Right.
With clarity, with creativity.
Exactly.
Without these essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
The engineers, the camera people, the editors, the musicians that come in on with masks on to rehearse the songs, or the tech that shows up at the pastor's house to film the weekly sermon, who shows the pastor how to set up his camera. Right. These are our essential workers.
Yes.
These are our essential workers.
Yeah. Yep.
Make sure that you call one and you thank them. Right. Because without their ingenuity, without their creativity,
come on,
this would not be happening. You have to understand that. There's so many pastors and people that have no idea on how media works. Social media, live streaming. Live streaming became a term because it became a necessity.
Exactly.
Not because you really want to know about it.
Right.
But thank God you have someone in your congregation, that young fellow that's sitting in the back, that you always complain that's always on his phone, was able to walk you through how to do Facebook Live.
Exactly. Right.
Was able to show you how many people he talked to and how many people you need to talk to.
Come on, brother. Yep.
Was able to show you how to use the platform to show people love.
Right.
To show people grace.
Exactly.
To invite them to the kingdom.
Right.
To share the good news with them.
Mm-hmm.
They are our essential workers.
Exactly.
I want to stop right now and give them a hand.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Incredible.
We appreciate you. Pastors, make sure if anybody deserves a gift for Christmas, it should be your media team.
Exactly.
I don't care. You need to make sure that you just don't take them for granted.
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you, someone is watching your broadcast and they're asking, how did they do that?
Right.
Whose person can they do that at my church?
Yep.
And what you should say is, yes, they can. Here's their number. Let them help you.
Right.
Not tell them, well, they're here for us. No. We have to share the knowledge and the people. You don't even know what will come out of that based on the relation that you could build just through the person who's the tech person.
Right.
Because engineers know engineers. Just like musicians know musicians, like pastors know pastors.
Right.
We speak a language that is uniquely ours. We could speak about frequencies, and you will look at us like you got 2 arms and a pinky growing out of our left ear.
Exactly.
You don't know what we're talking about. But when it comes time, to make that thing happen, to make the sound bump in the church, to make the sound right on the live stream, to make sure the camera angle is right, make sure the color is right, make sure the colors is matching, the backdrop is perfect, the right font for the lower thirds, and the right intro and outro. These are our essential workers.
Exactly.
Kudos.
Exactly. And it's funny, bro. Absolutely. It's funny because I think what happened, or at least what this is what I would tell pastors. For so long, you have taken them for granted. For so long, you have ignored them. For so long, you have looked at them as those kids or those people. That's what they do. I don't understand it. I don't need to understand it. For so long. But it was those same people that stood up in your most defining hour. This COVID has been the most defining hour for the church, because the church had to stand up with an answer. If the church would have remained quiet in this moment, if the church would have focused on just remaining in the building or going to their tents and just hiding in the corner, it would have shown the weakest. It would have taken the weakest position that we could have ever done. But we stood up, and you had someone there that held you up, that pushed you up, and said, "We're going to get that word out to the people. We want people to know that we're still here. We want truth to get out. We want hearts to be changed." That's you really what my brother's saying is so paramount. You need to do something for them. Because for so long, they've been them and us. Now, the them has become us. We really need to wake up to that. They have taken us, they have caused us to reach thousands of people.
Millions.
People you will never meet.
People you will never meet or see. You have no idea.
Zero.
You have no idea.
That's right.
Have not one clue. So please, pastors, do something. Do something special.
Man.
For your essential staff, because they're keeping it going. They're keeping it going. Creative people who are technically creative are special people. Exactly. We're all special, but people who are technically creative, in this day and age, that can do a logo for you, do your low thirds, edit the video, shoot it, do sound, duplicate. That person is technically creative and is covering 6 and 7 jobs.
Exactly.
Without even thinking about it. And you will find out how much ground they covered if you don't take care of them. If someone decides to take care of them.
Right. The way it should be.
The way they should be.
Yeah.
And then you're going to look around and go, like Rudolph here. Wherefore art thou?
Exactly.
Wherefore art thou?
Exactly. In the dark, because Rudolph's nose ain't there.
Because Rudolph's nose ain't there. And you're going to say, well, he did this. What are we going to do? And you're going to look at the person that's not there and go like, well, he or she's, they burnt out.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, they burnt out.
It absolutely happens.
So take care of them. I hope that this was a blessing. Stay safe. But before we get out of here, my brother got the, because we do this thing every week.
30 seconds and gone. Yeah.
30 seconds and gone. And like I'm the victim this week.
You are.
I'm the victim this week. So make it do what it do.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then after that, what I want to do is I want to say a couple of things, which is just 5 little points, just in reference to that staying safe things. What are some things that you can do after? So we're gonna talk about 30 seconds and gone. I'm gonna ask you right now: Jordan or LeBron?
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna be more than 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be more than 30 seconds. I gotta give my reasoning. I got my reasoning for my seasoning. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Oh! I gotta go Jordan, man. I gotta go Jordan.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Second one: fish or just vegetables? Now this is my brother right here.
Just vegetables.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. What's your favorite Bible verse?
So you got me blinking. It will probably be 1 Corinthians 10:4. So you got me blinking. God dog it. I cast out every imagination, every high thing that's exalted itself above the knowledge of God, bring it to every thought to the obedience of Christ. That's my favorite verse.
Yep. That's what's up. All right, so who's your favorite Bible character?
I would probably say Joshua. Joshua is all men should read Joshua because it gives you how to listen and follow God's instructions. So I would probably say Joshua.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's good. All right, favorite mixer board.
Ooh, favorite console? Ooh.
Yeah, bro.
Midas Pro 2. Midas Pro 2.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. All right, man. All right, so this
that's
it,
it,
bro.
That
was it. That was all 5, man. You banged them out. That was 5.
For like 2.
Banged out.
For like 2.
That's because you spent so much.
All right.
It was 5, brother. It was 5. So, like I said, I want to give you guys some things to do to combat the second wave. All right. The first thing that you need to do is, regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of discomfort, and my wife will really laugh because she gets on me a lot of times in this one area: wear your mask. Wear your mask. I don't care what it feels like. I don't care about the smell. Wear your mask.
Well, how about the shameful walk back to the car, to the crib?
Oh, come on. I done walked out the house, got on the elevator, got all the way downstairs and said, oh, I got to go back upstairs.
So I call the man pat. You know the man pat. The man pat was I got my wallet, I got my keys.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, I got my phone. Now I need the mask.
Exactly.
And
got to add it on. Don't forget it. All right. Number 2, one thing that you can do to combat COVID, which is something I'm doing even a little more now: work out. You got to work out. You may not be able to get to a gym, and that's okay, but you got to find something to break a sweat, even if it means using exercise bands. You need to get at least 30 minutes of exercise, cardiovascular, something. Get your heart pumping. Get yourself moving. This exercise helps you, especially in that area of COVID fatigue. When you start to feel yourself getting fatigued, I don't want to get up. I want to keep the covers over my head. That's either fatigue or depression. The greatest thing that God has given us is the ability to exercise our bodies, get endorphins released, and it helps us to come out of that depressive, dark, gray mood and come into a greater place where we get to see possibilities. Our hope gets restored. So that's something I want you to do in order to combat the second wave. Another thing, use a humidifier. I know you guys live in big houses because we're all rich, but you want to use a humidifier. Why do you use a humidifier? Because humidifiers take that dry, dusty air that's in our homes, and it makes it heavy with moisture. So anything that gets released in our house, maybe somebody came over, somebody visited, and they sneeze. Well, you have your humidifier on, it catches that, and it causes it to land on the ground. So instead of it getting stuck on you, it's needed. You need to do it. Number 4, house plants, and I guarantee a lot of people don't take this. One of my loves is botany, which my brother probably didn't even know about. House plants.
What the hell is botany? Botany. That sound like toe jam. What the hell is botany? Got that botany on you.
You gotta rub that botany on your back. Put it on your knees. A house plant is God's ability. God gave us the greatest gift when he created plants, because what they do is plants remove the pollutants out of the air. They physically remove the pollutants out the air. And so they're our natural air purifiers. So when you have those moments in your life where things are just kind of a little bit off, find yourself a plant. I wrote down 3 plants that I know really, really work well. An aloe vera plant, and they're very hard to kill. Also, I picked these on purpose. A Boston fern, as well as a spider plant. So those 4 things is very important. I said 5, but I must have skipped one somewhere. But here's my 5th one. Don't be so quick to run after a vaccine. Let's find out, get facts, and then get truth, and then get leading from the Holy Spirit, so we'll know how to respond and what to respond to. As we're making it through this next. Prayerfully, it won't be too much of a spike. We won't have to go through too much, because we are going to take serious the people that are connected to us and the lives that we affect. Amen.
Amen.
Cool.
Amen. Amen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs and ages, thank you for joining us on the Church Sound Podcast. Make sure you tune in on Thursdays for midweek service.
Yep.
Also, make sure you like, subscribe, review, share this podcast with as many people as you can. We love you guys. We appreciate you building with us and growing with us, and we're looking to do greater and greater things and bringing you more content. I would probably say, lastly, if there's a topic that you'd like us to cover, please email us at thechurchsoundpodcast@gmail.com. That's thechurchsoundpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can just go to the website and go to the comment page and just kind of leave us a comment, and that will shoot it to our email. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel. We're adding more content to that as well. We're going to be able to see all the shows pretty soon. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yep.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. As we say every time as we end the show, keep God first in everything you do. We'll see you next time on the Church Sound Podcast.
Yep. That's what's up. There should be a saying back in the days, I could put you in a room full of naked men and I ain't got to worry about a thing. Now that might be because I'm old, and that's something we said when we was old, but my fault, be in a room. Anyway, but the point is, I know that I can
what
an
analogy.
The visual.
But, right.
A room full of naked men. I'm gonna put you in a room full of naked men.
Just to see what's going on.
No, thank you.
Really?
Oh God.
I want to send a big shout out to our essential workers in church body.
Yeah.
Our essential workers,
Yeah.
media team.
Yeah.
Media teams.
Mhm.
They are the church's essential workers.
Yeah.
Without whom there would be no way
Right.
the word would go forth online.
Right.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Service. Today we're going to talk about cardioid microphones versus supercardioid microphones, and it's very important to kind of understand the differences, especially if you're using them in a live setting. And so we're going to preface this, based on what happens in church on Sundays and having the proper mic selection, especially when those of you who have purchasing power or want to make suggestions to your leaders about what you need or what you think you need and why. So what is a cardioid microphone? So the cardioid microphone is